Howdy everyone, this is Tricia and welcome to my channel. This year I will be doing a farmhouse themed Christmas. All the supplies that I will be using will serve as a basis to show you how I put items together for my projects. I hope that they will serve as an inspiration to give you ideas on how you can put things together for your holiday decorating. And I hope that you will enjoy this whole series. And as always, to all of you, Merry Christmas. Alright, so today I'm going to be making little Christmas pail ornaments. I'm going to be using this garland that I grabbed from Hobby Lobby. It's a 6-foot garland and it's on some twine, and then these little pails are tied to the twine to create a garland. It also has these little jingle bells. I'm going to be removing these little pails from this garland, and I'm going to save the bells for another project. So this is going to be the first item that I'm going to use, these little pails. I'm also going to be using these picks that I got from the Dollar Tree. It is some pine and little berries with a little bit of some little greenery on there. I've got 3 picks. I don't think I'll need to use that much. I'll probably use 1 or 2. I also have a scrap of a garland because I do want to use the pine from this. And to replace this all into my little pails, I'm going to need some styrofoam. So I got some styrofoam from the Dollar Tree, and I've got my little craft knife. This is just a regular knife. I also got this from the Dollar Tree. I use that to cut up styrofoam. I'm going to be using my hot glue gun with some glue sticks and wire cutters to cut my stems here, to cut these little pine and the berries off of these stems. I don't know if I'll be needing any scissors, but I have my scissors ready just in case I can't just unknot these from here. And I'll just grab some more twine if I have to. I have some twine also from the Dollar Tree that I could use, but I'm going to try to take these off from here without having to cut anything up. Okay, so let's get started with our little craft. And if you don't find this garland, you could find just little pails or little metal containers like this. They do have them in the regular section of Hobby Lobby. They have them at Michael's, and they have them at other little craft stores where they're selling these little metal containers. They might be a little bit bigger. They might be like a little milk can, and you could just use that for this particular project. I'm doing a farmhouse theme, so these go perfectly with what I want to do, but I want to put these on my tree. And I thought about putting the garland on the tree just as it is, but you know what, I decided no, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to take the little pails off and do what I originally wanted to do, is find some little pails and make an ornament. Okay, so this is just kind of like tied around in a knot, so this comes off very easily, and I've removed that, and I'm going to go ahead and leave this on here so that I can hang these from the tree so they're ready. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these, and then we'll go ahead and prepare them to decorate them. Okay, so I've got all these little pails off of the rope. I've also removed the little jingle bells, and I can go ahead and save that for another project. And I'm going to go ahead and save this twine as well, this long garland piece that was used for the garland. I'm going to go ahead and save that for another project. And I've gone ahead and I've cut up one of my picks that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I've cut off all these little individual branches. So all I did was just push these other like holly leaves downward. Take your wire cutters and just cut about a couple of inches of length, and then we'll shorten them as we need them or remove them off those stems. Okay, so we've got all that prepared, and we'll push that to the side. We're going to take our garland piece here. This is just a little leftover piece you can use from any other garland that you may have at home, and maybe the little branches are falling off. You can recycle them by just removing some. I'm going to take off 6 because I've got 6 little buckets. Okay, now you don't have to use this. You can use some little flowers if you prefer, maybe a little moss to cover the styrofoam instead of using this type of little branches from garland, if you don't happen to have that. Okay? Alright, we're going to take our little buckets now. Let's move the little string or the twine out of the way. And what we want to do is we want to add some styrofoam in each one. So I've got my little pieces of styrofoam here, and I'm going to cut them into 3. I think a little kitty cat just snuck in here. Okay, we're going to cut those into 3. You can cut them like that if you want, and I don't know why I decided this way. I thought, well, you know, this is a little bit wider this way, so I'm just going to do that. And as a matter of fact, let's put these to the side. We can just use 1 because I can cut this in half. And now I've got 4 there. And another 2 here. That's 6 pieces. All right, because we don't really need that big of a piece, okay? And we're going to put it in the widest way so that it goes in tight. And we're going to put some glue on the edges here. See what catches of the styrofoam. Push that in. Now, when you put hot glue on these, on the metal, this does become hot. So just know that, so you can be careful that this is going to feel hot. I'm going to lift this little arm here because I don't want the glue to stick to that, the little pail handle. Okay, so that's all we want is just some styrofoam snugly placed in there. Alright, so I've gone ahead and I put all the styrofoam in my little buckets and glued them down, and they've actually cooled off now. I've cut off some little stems of pine from this little garland bit, and then I've also cut up these little pieces, kind of separated them so I can continue doing that with these. All I did was I took like one of these picks, cut off that, and I also cut off the little berries. I ended up not using them in this little stems, so I just kind of cut off these little bundles, cut them off into smaller pieces like that, and we'll do the same with the other ones. And then this one with the pine, we'll do the same. We'll leave the pine on the stick. We're just going to cut off a little bit more. It's a little long. And then any of these little pieces, I can just cut them separately as well. Okay, so then I'm just going to save that to the side. And then I put it all together, and I made this one little ornament first. I wanted you to see that, what it's going to look like. So now let me just show you real quick how I put it together. Take a little bucket and your pine, put a little bit of glue on the tip. And I'm just going to lift my little handle up so that I can see that, you know, I have a back and a front. So towards the back, I'm just going to poke the garland and then just kind of bend it over just like that in a little kind of arch shape. And then I can take my pine that has a little bit of a stem on it, a little bit of glue on that, and I'm going to lift up the little handle so that the handle gets caught between the pine and the pine cone. You can see that. Okay, so it gets cut up, standing like that. Okay, you can hear my dog. Then I'm going to take one of these little stem bits. Let me just trim a little bit off of that. A little bit of glue on it, not too much, just a little bit. We don't want to melt that little plastic. And then push it in as carefully as you can into your little pail. There we go. Into the styrofoam. And I'm going to cover the styrofoam here with these little berries. That's why I ended up cutting them separately into these little clusters, because it would be easier to glue down. So just put some glue close to the front so it covers up that styrofoam. Get that in there. And we need one up here on the front so it covers that. Right there. There you go. That is what it's looking like. So now I'm just going to do the other 4 the same way so that we can have a little set of pail ornaments. Alright everyone, I have completed my little pail ornaments. Here they are. I think they came out really cute. And I've got 6 of them made. If you can't find these little pail ornaments at Hobby Lobby, again, you can try the stores. But you can also look for them on Amazon.com, and I believe you can also buy them by the bulk. It doesn't have to be this particular one. It can be any other metal little container, or it could be a little terracotta pot. Of course, if you are going to do a little terracotta pot, don't forget that you do have to add some sort of something to hang it, so I would glue some twine on the inside, maybe make a little knot on the end of the twine or ribbon, glue it on the inside of the pot, bring it around for a big loop, and then make another knot on the other end and glue it on the inside so that you have a little string from where to hang it on the tree. Make sure that it dries really well before you start decorating them. Just don't put too many things in there that's going to make it heavy. Okay, I have another little container here that is another example of what you could use. Here's a little milk pail here. It's got the little handles on the side, and it's got some twine already on it with a little string to hang. This came in a package like these, and then you'll find these at Hobby Lobby. You might find them also at other stores, but this is where that's where I got mine from. It was a set of 3. It was $7.99, but I got it at half off, so I paid $4 for the 3 of them. I should let you know that this garland was $11.99. I got it at half off, so I got it for $6. And I thought $6 for 6 little pails, and then it has 5 little bells on it. I thought it was a great deal because I'm just going to consider this little pail as being 99 cents, which is an awesome deal. And then, of course, I only spent, I only used 2 of these bushes, so that was another $2, so that's $8, and then a little bit of pine that you don't even have to use. What you could do is you could buy yourself a bag of moss, which you could find at the Dollar Tree. That's only $1 more, and that'll help you cover any of the styrofoam. A piece of styrofoam is another $1, so you might spend 10 bucks to create this particular project. I'm going to go ahead, because I do have these 3 little milk containers, I'm going to go ahead and decorate them also, because I do have some garland and some styrofoam here that was left over. And I've got some moss that I just showed you, but I also have these little cotton blooms or flowers, or I don't know what you would call them, but I'm going to use those to decorate that. And because I still have another one of these, I could use the little berries, but I do have berries still left over from that first 2 picks that I cut up. So I'm going to go ahead and decorate those by first putting some styrofoam in there, and I think I am going to do the same thing where I cut them. Let's see, maybe I could use the whole thing. Yeah, I'm just going to shave off the sides here, kind of round it off by going inward a little bit. And then I'll just put some glue on the bottom. Push that in. Let me do one for you, and then I'll do the other 2 off camera. Push that in. This is going to hang kind of like that at an angle. And I've pulled this too hard, and then I've made this come out. So let's just get it back in there. Okay. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take some of this garland. I'm going to cut off 1 piece for now, but I've got enough there for the whole thing. Put a little bit of and kind of angle it to the side. I'm going to get a little bit of the moss, a tiny little bit. I'm going to put a dot of glue on one side, a little line of glue, not a little dot, and just put it right there. And put this one on the other side. And then I can put lots of glue on my little flower here. My cotton. Put that right on there. And then just tuck that moss in. Just squish it into itself. And then you could just use your scissors. Any moss that's kind of dangling too much, just trim it off. That looks really cute. And just to add some color, I'm going to take a little bit of this berries. Trim off the not so nice looking pieces. A little bit of glue on it. And I'm just going to tuck it right underneath the little flower here, underneath the cotton, and it comes off, so I'm going to put some glue. Oops, I got some stuff stuck on the tip of my glue gun. Okay, I'm going to put some glue right there So then I can push this back down so that it glues into that little spot. And there you go. I've made another little ornament with this little, I think it's like a little milk pail or a little milk bucket. Okay, I'm going to finish off the other ones and that'll complete my projects. Alright, so now I have completed these other little ornaments and I've only had 3 to make, so that's really lovely. I'm going to put these on my tree, but for now I'm going to go ahead and give myself a big old thumbs up. I hope that you will give me a big old thumbs up as well and let me know what you think of this little craft idea. Is it something that maybe you'd like to make, or what would you change about it? What would you do different? Is it inspiring you for something else? Let me know in the comments down below. And subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. This is the time to do so and join our little family. And make sure you hit that little notification bell, let you know when I put up videos. My video schedule is on Tuesdays and Fridays. During this coming week now, I'm probably going to be adding some little bonus videos here and there, and I am also going to be doing a kids video, so I want to get those in and into the beginning of December, and then some other little surprises. And if you have any suggestions, go ahead and throw them in. Maybe some snacks or something for Christmas. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it, and like I said, give me a big old thumbs up and make sure you share on your social medias. And as always, enjoy.